One of the questions that I get asked frequently, particularly from people that have never shot before, is it going to hurt? And the answer is no, it won't hurt. If you stand correctly, hold the gun correctly, and use sensible ammunition, it won't hurt. One of the problems that we have here is when they come along and they go out with one of the instructors, they're absolutely petrified because they've had 4 lessons with somebody else and they've either been banged in the face or banged on the arm. That's just a bad shooting instructor, or somebody who doesn't know what to do and let them go out shooting. It will hurt if you go down to the local gun club and one of their self-appointed experts goes down there and shows you how to do it, you will probably get hurt. But if you go to a professional shooting school, you won't get hurt. We get people come in that have had lessons and they've been bruised from their shoulder to the crook of their arm. And it takes you probably a whole lesson just to convince them that if they stand correctly and hold the gun correctly, they won't have a problem. Okay, here we go. Lovely. Clay shooting is like any other sport. If you get the basics right, everything else will follow. And I do get rather annoyed at times when you see these people saying, oh, you've got to get your gun nicely in your shoulder, so you've got the weight on their back foot, hip out, gun goes off, boff! If you've got your gun on your front foot, that back foot should have no weight on it. So that back foot acts as a shock absorber. So when the gun goes off, boff, that happens. So the recoil is taken on that back leg. If you're flat-footed, then all the recoil goes down to that back leg and you take the recoil on your back. We get quite frequent at the shooting school, people come along, they want to brush up on their shooting, but they have a back problem. And because they've got a back problem, they plant their feet. And again, if you plant your feet, boff! But if you get them standing nicely, looking good, and their weight's nicely forward, when the gun goes off, that happens. Okay. The other secret of recoil is the gun. It's amazing the number of times that somebody comes in and says, I would like a nice light gun for my wife. And we say, no, you want a nice heavy gun for your wife. The secret of recoil is the heaviest gun that you can manage sensibly and the lightest cartridges. If you get that balance right, then you shouldn't have a problem with recoil at all. A lot of men think it's very clever to give a woman a gun that's miles too big for her, 2 bloody great cannon shells, and let her kick 7 bells out of herself with it. That's hilarious, isn't it? Then they come to us and we have to try and put them back together again. And our instructors are quite patient with gently trying to convince them that it won't hurt. And when once you've got there, then you just have to start building their confidence up again. We make sure the gun fits them reasonably well. You never really get it absolutely right, but reasonably well right from the start. The heaviest gun they can manage sensibly, and the lightest cartridges. We have our own cartridges loaded especially for us, which is a training load, minimum recoil. So if you get a reasonably heavy gun that fits reasonably well and a low recoil cartridge, you won't have a problem. And an instructor who knows what he's talking about.
Here it is. Good. There we go. Fair done. Happy with that?
Yes, very. Thank you very much.